Well, hey folks, it's Steve here at Smith's Meats and Vegetables. It's a beautiful day out here today. It's April the 2nd, and today I'm out in the backyard. I'm going to set up my paddock, or extended paddock, and I'm going to show you some tricks and techniques that I will be using on the farm for setting up the electric fence and the paddock system. As well as setting up a gate that will be used to be able to move the pigs when it's time to come to move them and get them used to this gate in place right from the get-go. A few other things I'll be talking about. I installed a switch so that I can turn the power on and off to various paddocks and so on. So anyways, exciting day today. Join me in the video and hope you enjoy, folks. Have a great day. So one of the key things when you're getting prepared for doing any project is making sure you're prepared. So it's no different than when you're outside on a farm. Being prepared, having the right tools is critical. So I always make sure that I collect all my stuff, bring it out to the area that I'm working, and ensure that I'm going to have the right tools so I'm not having to run back and forth. And the odd time you end up having to go back and forth. However, being prepared is always good. All right, folks, so one of the things that I did is I installed a switch. Now, of course, this is just a temporary switch that I'm using for now, and that's just to turn on and off the power out here to the electric fence so that I can now touch the electric fence and I don't get snapped or jolted. And then when I want to turn the power back on, I can just quick flip the switch back on. So again, temporary, but it's working. Oh, zapparoo. All right, so one of the things is I'm running my paddock here. Got the pigs in there already. So the wire is now hot. And I'm running a paddock all the way down to the far end. So one of the things that's difficult is making sure that you can control the power all the way through to your various paddocks. And that's exactly what that switch is doing for me. It allows me to turn off the power to this particular paddock while I work on, let's say, the next one and set up my electric fence.
Okay, so in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see that I'm installing a ground rod that's 10 foot tall. This ground rod, there's a series of 3 of them that go into the ground, 10 feet, and they're all linked together. A ground rod system is critical to a proper electric fence installation.
All right, so one of the things that I use are insulators, because you got to make sure you're insulating your wire from anything that's metal. And in the corner posts, I use T-posts for strength so that I can get a nice tight polyline or electric fence when I'm running it. So what I'm going to use are these wraparound T-post insulators. So basically what they do is they've got a little sort of spring-loaded clip you put over top of the T-post like so. Once it's on, you just go ahead and slide that down the post into place. And I tell you, these are just phenomenal in terms of ease of use and saving me a lot of time and effort, which otherwise I don't have a whole lot of some days. So then I'll be able to run my wire through and carry on and run the polyline electric fence installing the new paddock. So now we're ready to plug in. And the key to this electric fence paddock system is being able to control, turn on and off when it's hot. And if I want to work in a particular paddock and I don't want to get zapped, of course, which I don't, I can go ahead and unplug or plug in. So right now I'm plugged in, and what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what happens now. At the far side, I've wired in some of the poly fence, and when I touch this, I get zapped. So now I've got a hot wire here, and I'm ready to move on and connect up the rest of my paddocks. That's it. All right, so we're all finished now. Job is done. Everything is tied up and zip tied up. I also put some conduit around the wiring that is used for the ground system and the ground rods. And as you can see in the background, I also did finish up by putting in a proper switch. That switch that I put in initially at the beginning of the day was just a temporary switch. It was just meant for me to be able to switch the power off. But always remember, folks, when you're dealing with electric fencing, it is highly, highly dangerous. 10,000 volts. You don't want to get jolted. Trust me. I did, and maybe you can check the end of the video for that blooper reel. But as you can see, I did put in a proper switch in the background there, and works great. It's a waterproof cover on it. I can just flip that up, turn the switch off, kills the power to the paddocks, and when I'm ready to go, I can just turn the switch back on, and I've got power, and I don't have to go back and forth to the barn, which is a long ways back, and it's a lot easier. So always remember, safety first, folks. Thanks, and have a great day. Whoa! God damn it. What did I touch? Woo!